Way behind Nintendo. I've had the Switch OLED for like 2 years now. Welcome to Ogle's channel, guys. Thanks so much for watching today. Now, the Switch OLED got announced today, and there was a lot of rumor there's going to be a Switch Pro that was coming out. And I would say this is definitely not a Switch Pro that's on the market now. Now, obviously, I don't have the new Switch. It just got announced today. It's not coming out until like October. But I had this color combination for like the last year and a half at least. And so Nintendo, you're a little behind the program just now allowing us to have these white Joy-Cons. And I think it looks fantastic. I mean, right there. Already, I love the design of the Switch OLED, but I sort of already have the look that I like from it. And so it boils down to, if I have the look that I like from it, is the Switch OLED worth $349 or $350 to buy a brand new one here? And so today we're going to look at what they've announced, and is it worth updating your system to this brand new Switch if you already have the old one. If you are new to the channel, be sure to click the subscribe button down below for your latest in gaming news, reviews, content, and a lot of other things we throw in from here and there. But let's go ahead and get started. So I did watch the trailer for the new Switch today, or the Switch OLED, and I have to admit I was a little disappointed because I was expecting more of a Switch Pro out of this, and instead we got more of just a upgraded screen for the Switch is really what we sort of left with on this, with a few new features. The screen is definitely better. It's now going to be 7-inch. It's now going to be OLED, so it's going to look way better when you're playing your games. Is it going to be a higher 1080p in handheld? No, it's still going to be 720p in handheld, and it's not going to even be 4K in dock. They're still going to keep it exactly the same. So it's not an upgrade in the computer processing of the system, or so it would seem anyway. It seems like they're going to stick with mostly what they already have on that, leaning more toward just making it look better with the OLED screen and a little bit larger. They did add a few other things in there, like better audio, but better audio is not really that important to me because generally speaking, when I play a handheld, I have my headphones in. And so better audio on the Switch itself, I can't even tell if it's good audio or bad audio at the moment on the Switch because I never used the audio on the Switch like that. They also mentioned a new stand, and yeah, I mean, that's cool and all, but when was the last time I ever actually used this? I mean, come on. When was the last time I actually set the console up and played like that? It's been a really long time, and it's not because the stand was so crappy. It's just simply that's not the most convenient way to play. The most convenient way to play is like this, or on the TV. This, come on. Come on. They also decided to expand the internal memory to 120 gigabyte hard drive, which is nice, but I already have 120 gigabyte flash memory on there, and so that's somewhat pointless at this point for me to upgrade based upon that. And also, you can get those little flash cards or the SanDisk memory cards really cheap, and so if you want extra memory on your system, that's not a big selling point, and there's no advantage to having it internally on the system versus on the card. Now, the big selling feature for some people is going to be the LAN cable because it allows you to have more direct internet connection, and some games will run a little bit faster or more smoother when it comes to playing online. However, I've never had any real issues with playing over Wi-Fi, and so when I play Smash Brothers online and I play a few other games online as well, I've never had any issues when it comes to lagging on that, and so I can't imagine it making that big of a difference for the vast majority of players, and I don't even think most people even utilize this. I think they'll be like, oh, that's where the LAN port is, and they will never ever plug anything into that. I think it's I don't think it's a wasted feature, but I think 90% of players will never ever utilize that on the Switch. Now, one thing that I would have been interested in would have been an expanded battery life. Could it last longer? And sadly, the Switch is going to be exactly the same on that. So just listing the factors we talked about there. Better audio, better memory, better stand, better screen. Is it worth $350 if you already have a Switch? And in my case, a Switch that already looks like the Switch OLED. I don't think it is. And I mean, it's a personal decision for most people, but for me, because most of the things that they've listed are not things that I utilize a lot. The memory, the stand, the sound, that means almost nothing to me. The bigger screen, that's nice, but is that something I really need for $350? That's not something I need for $350. The LAN cable, that's not something I really need. If I was going to buy the upgraded model, it would honestly be because I like the way it looks cosmetically. And I've already chosen to do that anyway with my Switch like a year and a half ago. So there's no reason for me to upgrade at this point. Now, if something were to happen to my Joy-Cons and it was going to be like $80 to get new Joy-Cons anyway, yeah, I might consider upgrading at that point. But for the most part, I just can't see a whole lot of reason for me to upgrade the Switch at this point. Well, what do you guys think? Are you planning on getting the Switch OLED, or is this going to be one that you pass on and wait for possibly a Switch Pro or Switch 2 whenever it finally does come out, probably years down the line? But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you going to pick one up or not, and why? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, go out there, find a great game to play. Just simply have a great rest of the day.